Hey you guys, it's Kevin here with reviews about anything, and today I have the HTC One M8 in gold for Verizon. As you can tell, this is my actual phone. It's not a review model, so this was my upgrade. And I do have a couple phones to compare it to for you guys, and this is just gonna be an unboxing and a quick comparison side by side with some other phones. So here's the box. The information's on the bottom, so I'm not going to show you that, but there's the top. It just has the Verizon 4G embossed in like a silver, and on the back it has all the specs, which if you're watching this video you probably know this, but I'll read them off for you anyways. Android with Sense 6, and it's Android 4.4.2 I believe, and it has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 that's clocked at 2.3 gigahertz. Has nano SIM, it has micro SD, 5-inch 1080p screen, this boom sound, which is amp for your headphones, and there's amps for the dual speakers on the front. Has a duo camera, and all the other little things like the sensors and what's in the cameras tells you on the back. And then this does have Bluetooth 4.0 and Wi-Fi and all that other good stuff, so I'll push that aside. And this box is just a plain white box. Very in my opinion at least, very classy. Very different from what other people's approaches, so I like it. Nothing on that side. And here's the phone. And we will take this out right there. And I'll put that aside for a second. And you're greeted with the HTC Advantage, which if you don't know what that is, it is for a free replacement, a free one-time replacement if you crack the screen within the first 6 months of you owning it. 50 gigs of online storage for free. Automatic, well not automatic, but guaranteed updates of Android for 2 years that you have the phone. And yeah, they're the first ones in America to offer this type of warranty. There's supposedly other ones in Europe that offer it, and Asia and stuff, but they're the first ones in America, so that's what's important for, most likely if you're watching this video. What's included are these HTC branded headphones, which I will do a separate review on. Actually, that's how I'm impressed I am with them. It's about a 3-foot cable, and it is flat cable, which is nice. Has an inline remote, which actually can change songs, answer, and pick up, and pause and everything, which is nice. And they're, like I said, just HTC branded. They're kind of, in my opinion, they drop Beats, as most people know. They're no longer with Beats. HP owns Beats, I'm pretty sure. So these are kind of, in my opinion, a knockoff of what they had with the old phone, but they just they got their own audio engineers to work on them, and I think they did a great job. But like I said, I'll do a separate video on that. Comes with extra ear gels. Has large and small in there, and the medium come on it. You have your standard HTC wall wart USB, and then you have your USB to micro on there. And then on this side is your standard stuff. Right here is actually your SIM tray removal, and actually this is how you have to remove the micro SD card. I'll show you that in a minute. Then behind this flap is all the stuff that no one cares about, all your Verizon stuff, getting way too much stuff, way too much paper. But all that's right there. Now let's push everything else aside, get to what everyone's here for. So like I said, this is the gold HTC One M8. Just gonna get that right there for you guys. I'm just going to show you an overview of the phone. So up here at the top you have a 5 megapixel front facing camera, one of your 2 boom speakers, Your ambient light sensor and proximity sensor are right there, and then right here you can't see it, but there is an LED flash for notifications. And down here at the bottom is your second boom speaker and a microphone underneath that grill. And then on this side there is your SIM tray. It's actually a little longer than it probably should be, but here is the tool, and it just goes right in there like that, and you push it and then your tray will pop out, but that is pretty self-explanatory. And then here is the micro SD card slot right there. This phone has 32 gigs built in already, so it has quite a bit. And then you can add up to 128 gigs on that micro SD, which is very impressive. And then there is the volume rocker, which is metal. The phone it hit from the previous generation is now a lot more metal. It is 99% instead of 70%. And most of it up here, they have your IR blaster up here and your power and lock, which is very clicky, and I like that. And so are the volume rockers, as you can hear. And then on the bottom you have your 3.5mm headphone jack and your micro USB. And on the back you just have your information, the Verizon with the 4G logo, the HTC symbol, and then your duo camera with the flash, which they changed the flash, which I'm going to try to get a close-up for you. Yeah, you can see how one's like a yellow color and one's like an orange color, and it's supposed to help with not making your pictures look so washed out, from what I'm told and read and everything. It's supposed to just give you a better experience, and not make you look washed out or anything you're looking at, because they're not just white lights flashing at you, they're actually colored. So there's a few ways to unlock the phone, because they added motion and touch gestures and stuff like that. So you can double tap, which is a knockoff of the knock, which LG introduced, but you know, not a big deal. It's nice to have. And then you have your lock button, of course, and you can tap and swipe down and it brings you to your voice command. You can tap and swipe up and it brings you to your last page. You can tap and swipe to the right and it brings you to where blink feed's supposed to be, and it's the same thing. If you tap and go left, it brings you to your last page, actually physical last page. I can't go any farther that way. So this is the way I have it set up. It's a little different than the way it comes out of the box. Out of the box you have blink feed over here, and then this would be your home page, and then you can add pages this way. So what I did instead was I have all 5, and then I have my center one as my home page, and then you go to the left 2 and to the right 2. So just a quick look. It is alphabetized, which is nice. I've had phones that didn't do that, which is very weird in my opinion. But and then you have your notifications, which they did very nice in my opinion. So up here at the top, you have your time and your date right there. And right here, this, when you tap that, you have all your different little settings, and you can customize this. So you can go in here and change them around. So you have these down here, which I'm not using, and then these up here that I am using. And you just tap it, and you have your brightness, your settings, your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth, and a bunch of other stuff. I just have it set up like this for right now. I'm probably going to change it around a little bit. And just for, like I promised, a quick comparison, I will do these two phones. People may have or may have not had. One was popular for a very short time, and then another one was a predecessor to an extremely popular phone on the market right now. So first, I will show it compared to the Droid Bionic. So some people that had the Droid Bionic, this might be a upgrade for you, because this was actually my phone. And so you can just tell I have the extended battery on it, so this isn't extremely fair of a comparison. So I'll take that off. It's about the same thickness. So, okay. So there it is, side by side. As you can tell, a humongous difference in screen size and also overall length. And here is from the side. You can tell that the HTC is much, much, much thinner in the back. Like I said, I took out the battery just to give a little bit fairer comparison for people that don't have the extended battery. And then this next phone I actually got because frankly I was tired of the Bionic because they stopped putting out updates for it and it started getting really crappy really fast because they didn't care about it because of the razor and everything. So I got this, which is the LG Spectrum 2, which most people really kind of overlooked it because it was that or a Galaxy S3. And this really had the same features and specs, and I think it's a little bit nicer than Galaxy S3. It has a little bit bigger screen, has better battery life, has a slightly faster processor and other stuff like that, and the camera is a little bit better too. So, and side-by-side comparison of that, they're relatively about the same. The HTC One's a little bit taller. This is a 4.7-inch screen, this is a 5. So that shows the difference if you're going from a 4. And I'll put this over here, this is a 4.5, just to show you the differences if you're going from something like that, you know. So, and here it is from the side, like that. So you can tell even it's extremely, extremely thin. Right. So yeah, you can see it's not that much bigger. And then the sides, like that. So that is my unboxing and overview of the HTC One M8. I will have a full review for you guys in about a week or so. I've had the phone for only about a week. And this is the exclusive Best Buy only color. I'm not sure about other countries, but I do know in America that Best Buy is the only one that has the gold phone. So if you want the gold one, you have to go to your Best Buy and get it on AT&T, Sprint, or Verizon. I don't think T-Mobile has the gold one yet. I'm not sure though. And I will have some case reviews for you guys. I do have 2 cases, and I'll tell you about something I have on here right now in another video too. So this is Kevin for Reviews About Anything, and thanks for watching.